Alright, let's see if I can not fuck this up. So you enter the dungeon here. And I always put on this. Well, one, because it's useful, but two, I use the 30 minutes as like a timer. However much is left, and then I just calculate how long it took me. Along with Cheetah. So we're going to scatter shot that guy. Jump up on this wall like so. If you're on this ledge, these things will aggro on you, as you can see, but they won't be able to attack you besides the mage. I mean, I could have avoided that, but oh well. So, and then eventually they'll stop. Like, after like 10 seconds of standing here, he'll de-aggro. And then you'll see right here. Okay, so we'll whistle my pet out. Come right here. So I'm gonna tell him to attack that, and then I'm gonna tell him to attack that. I'm gonna use sprint when he's right up here. Keep him stealth so they don't aggro. So there. So he's gonna run over there, they're gonna chase him. And then I run past him. As you'll see, my pet's gonna die. Sometimes, yeah, that's what you gotta do. Sacrifice him. I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna feign death, drop aggro, and then I'm gonna keep going. This key here is for this door here. That's the boss there. So I'm just gonna avoid him. This mob's right there, so you can jump like that to avoid those guys. Open this door. Alright, so now I'm going to res my pet. There's an eyeball pat right here, one of the two eyeball pats. Here he is actually right now, so I'm going to kill him. It's pretty lucky to get him right here. Usually I'll get him down there somewhere. So every time I res my pet, I feed him a piece of meat right there. I'm going to tell him to stay right here. So I'm telling him to stay here. I'm going to tell him to attack this guy now. So now if I push this right here, passive, it'll put him back to his stay spot. So I'm going to stand here. I'm going to heal him a little bit just to top him off when he walks by. So I heal him just to top him off. So again, same thing. I'm going to tell him to sprint when he gets here. I'm going to tell him to go back to his spot. So sprint and then tell him to go back. So now he's going to go back to his spot. So hopefully if we get far enough away from each other, he'll despawn. So you see that he despawns here. So then I'm going to feign death, drop aggro. And I'm going to whistle him back out. So then here I can heal him back up. Alright. So the next pull, and so now I'm going to wait for my feign death. As you can see, it's on cooldown. So you don't want to get too overzealous and then start pulling shit when your shit's on cooldown. So I'm going to have him attack here. And then I'm going to have him attack there. Actually, I'm going to have him attack this warlock. Hopefully it's enough, so we'll go attack there. Then I'm going to target this warlock. So the same thing. I'm going to sprint and then attack the warlock. Hopefully we get far enough away, but most of the time he dies here. But anytime you can avoid him dying, that's what you want to do. So go right here. That's not going to work. So that's unfortunate, but whatever. So I'll feign death to drop aggro. He died. So I'll just res him. I'll res him, I'll feed him that meat, and I will heal him. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drink and shadow meld. I'm going to give him a second to get happy. He's happy. It's good enough for me. I'm going to tell him to attack that, and then I'm going to run him back to this guy. So one thing, I'm going to have him sprint, but wait for everything to collapse, then have him go. If you don't wait for everything to collapse, like he aggroes the one bug, but then all of the bugs need to aggro. Otherwise, they'll aggro on you instead. So you have to give it that little pause. Feign death, everything off of you. This is the second boss here. There's another eyeball that comes through here, so we're going to wait for that eyeball. I don't think my pet died, so that was good. but he's going to be poisoned, which is a little pain in the butt, but not a big deal. So we're waiting for this eyeball pat, because you don't want to get caught with your pants down. The eyeball pat, you have to kill the eyeball. If it sees you, it spawns void walkers. The void walkers are unbelievably powerful, and they never despawn, and they see through invis. So it's just like a wrap when they spawn, so you can't let them spawn. This is annoying that the eyeball hasn't come by yet, because now they're going to come by when the boss is here. So I'm going to shadow meld here. It's okay because I have my Feign Death up. Unfortunately, they're on like the same, they're close to each other. But I can do this. Once this guy gets over here, I'll do it. So I'm going to target that eyeball. I'm going to shoot it down. The boss isn't aggroing because I kind of have him LOS'd with his bones here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shadow meld again so that when he gets over here, he doesn't aggro me. Not all hunters have shadow meld. You don't need shadow meld. If you're a hunter without it, you can stand on this very corner right here and you're safe the whole time. It's just convenient to be a hunter. Also, I've seen people get on the bones and then jump on the shelf right here. But it's, I don't know, it's unnecessary. Okay, so now I'm going to put it... Shit. I aggroed by accident, so that's fine. So now I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to put this frost trap here. So the boss pats to right here, as we saw earlier. When he gets here, he turns around and comes back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frost trap this ogre. I'm going to scatter shot that ogre as soon as he turns around. Okay, so then I'm going to go like this. So he gets frosted, he gets scatter shot. I run with Cheetah right here. Ooh, there's a book right here. So I'm going to get that after the run. I'm going to Feign Death here. Everything goes back. This is the spot where you use an invis pot and you run. So you get 15 seconds, or like 16 seconds with the invis pot. So you get to pass that pack down there, these two packs. So get up here somewhere safe. I'm going to whistle the pet out and heal him. There's no need to feed him. He doesn't have poison? That's nice. There's no reason to feed him unless he dies. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to tell him to stay again so that I can tell him to come back here later. Actually, I'm going to target this second ogre. I'm going to tell him to attack it. So he's on his way now, but he's stealth, so he's slow. I'm going to come over here. So now I'm going to target this first ogre because I'm going to... Oh, shit! Alright, wait, I'm going to tell him passive. So he's going to go back to his spot. I got a little too close and I aggroed him, so my bad. I was focusing too much on explaining what I'm doing and not doing it correctly. So I'm just going to give some time for this Feign Death to show up. So I'm going to go like a little bit, not as much as last time. I'm going to put the frost trap down. I'm going to come back. So what I want to do though is I want that pet to aggro that one. So I'm telling him right now to attack it. So he's on his way. But like I said, he's slow because he's stealth. I'm going to target this ogre. I'm also going to take off a cheetah. So I'll put on monkey. So here he is now. I'm going to tell him to sprint. But I'm also going to attack this ogre. Now I'm going to tell him to go back to his spot. This ogre is going to get frozen. I'm going to cheetah. So the cat's going back to his spot. Okay, and then I'm going to bust out the bomb here. I'm going to blow this door open. Cat's running back to his spot. The guy's chasing him. I want to be far away from my pet, so I go to this corner here. As you can see, my pet disappears there, so he didn't die. Then I'm going to Feign Death here. So now everything is going to respawn. Okay. Or respawn, or reset. So I'm going to take my pet out. So I'm going to tell him to stay here. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to tell him to attack that ogre. I don't have to use stealth maybe, but he gets closer before he gets attacked, and I like that. So then right here, I'm going to sprint, and then I'm going to tell him to go back to his spot. So it all aggroes on him. Sometimes these guys will cripple you instead of your pet as you're running by. It's kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. So I got out of range of my pet again. Feign Death, drop aggro, whistle pet out, heal pet. Basically rinse and repeat. So my pet died twice. So your pet dies about twice per run. Not too big of a deal. So I'm just going to wait for this cooldown a little bit. You don't have to wait all the way. I mean, that's the safest. You don't have to wait to that. I get down to like 10 seconds and it's go time. So I'm going to tell him to attack him and then him. So as he gets close, sprint. Now go attack the other guy. I'm going to run this way. So about half the time he dies here too, actually. So hopefully he doesn't, but he's getting his ass beat, so he's probably going to die. He died. Okay, so I'm going to feign death here. So depending on, that's the boss, actually. That's the third boss. So that's actually the fourth boss. The first boss we completely skip in the beginning. So I'll res him here. Sometimes he survives if the boss doesn't beat his ass too bad, but he hit him pretty hard a couple times there. So I'm going to feed him meat. That's what I forgot. So my mana is a little low right now. So I'm going to drink my mana here. Or my water. I'm going to tell him to attack that guy, and then I'm going to attack the boss after that. I want my mana up because I'm going to... So hopefully... fuck. This is so hard. Like, you can't even talk and do it at the same time. But my pet should have survived here as well. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to feign death and res the pet. So my pet died 4 times. It should have only died twice. Not a big deal though. Like, I just have to res him and heal him and feed him. Not a big deal. When I'm not narrating and shit, my pet would only die twice. So now we got to kill the dog pat. So there's a dog pat. We may have missed it because I went slower than normal. Yeah, we missed it. So they're here. So usually my pet only dies twice, and you know, I'm just going as fast as I can. Usually when I get to this point, the dogs are walking up right here. So then as I'm feigning death here, and my pet's not dead, so I whistle my pet and I heal my pet. The dogs then walk up here. And then what I do is I run around this way. And when the dog pat goes around the back here, and then I catch him and I fight him right here, which I'll still do. Unfortunately, it's a long ass pat. That's why you want to get them on the first run around. It's a long pat here, and I don't edit videos, so you're fucked. I'm telling you, this pad is like ridiculous. It takes forever. That's why if you miss the pad, it fucking sucks. Jesus Christ, this is out of control. So, we got the shaman boss here. You can tell by the staff, basically. That's how you know which one's which. It's my least favorite. It's not my least favorite, actually. It's my second least. It's actually kind of my least favorite, because sometimes he's hard to grab aggro. So I guess I'll just explain what I'm doing here. So what I do is I put my pet way up here, and I tell him to stay there. Then I tell him to attack this boss. So he runs all the way here. About right here, I put sprint on. He aggroes him. I sprint him back. He runs all the way back and then stays there. I have to stand about here so that he doesn't get out of range. Because, you know, like I said, if he's out of range, then he de-aggroes or he despawns, right? So I stand about there. Then once he gets back here, the bosses are chasing him, but he's sprinting, so he's faster than them. And then I run right here. This is my column. Where are those fucking dogs, dude? Dude, this is fucking ridiculous. Where are those dogs? Give me a break, dude. Unbelievable. Anyways, so I stand about here. And then right before they get to this bush, I'll attack him. And then he'll run back this way, all the way around, and he'll come for me. That takes about 30 seconds. So that's like the cooldown on my feign death. So I'll feign death. They'll de-aggro, they'll run back to the pet. And then I'll get up, I'll drink, whatever. Because when you feign death, you could drink, and then when they get back here, shoot them again. But there's two of them, so you gotta like control them both. But that's double the chance to resist your feign death. They both could resist your feign death, so it's a little bit annoying. As you can see, I'm in combat right now. These like spirit guys always keep you in combat, so it's annoying a little bit like beforehand, but it's not really a big deal. So one other thing is that so what I was saying about the shaman is that you want to shoot him, and usually one shot will get him to aggro on you because the pet hasn't even really hit him. He just gets close to him and then runs back. So he's in combat, but he's not like, he hasn't done anything to piss him off. So one shot should aggro him, but sometimes I like hit the shaman like 3 or 4 times, and he's still running at the pet. And if the pet dies, it's over. And he gets nuked too. So when he does aggro him and turns around, the shaman's gonna nuke him like twice. This guy might hit him with a sword once. So here's the pat finally. It's 3 dogs, a 59, a 58, and a 59. They could be anywhere from 57 to 59. So what I like to do is, so I see where you can run up, so you can run up right there. So then that's where I assume they're gonna run up. So then I'll feign death because I'm in combat. I'm gonna place this trap here. That was weird. And this is not the freezing trap, but the frost trap. So it's gonna slow him down. So I'm gonna aggro this first one. So I'm gonna go over here. So I'm gonna aim shot this motherfucker. And I'm gonna take these guys down. Not that clean of a kill, but oh well. They're not always going to be clean. Okay. So due to like the always being in combat bullshit, I'm going to come over here because I'm going to have to like drink a couple times and all this shit. So like right here, you don't get in combat, so I'll feign death. I'm going to eat and then drink. All right. So now I'm going to heal him up. And that's fine, actually. I don't need to drink again. I'm just gonna tell my pet to stay here, cause like he gets caught on all the angles and bullshit, and like it takes him forever. He doesn't keep up with me right here, so I'm just gonna have him disappear. So as you can see, that's too far out of range, so I have to keep that in mind. Anyways, I'll just whistle him out here, tell him to stay here. Like I said, I'm gonna tell him to attack that guy. Can't let him go out of range, so I gotta follow him over here. So the spot to chill is right here. I just remember by this little, this is where the cliff comes down. So he's gonna run around the corner and then come over here. So I'm gonna mark that guy. Then when he gets about here, I'll sprint, and then as soon as he aggroes him, I'm telling him to go home. So sprint, go home. So he's gonna get nuked. Wow. That was super clean. He's gonna get nuked here. He didn't even get nuked there, he LOS'd him. That's amazing. That never happens. He usually gets nuked twice, maybe once. So again, before he gets to the bush, start casting. Hit him with stuff. See how he kept going though after I hit him? So this is what I mean. This shaman's gonna be a pain in the fucking ass. Okay, so hit this shaman here and drain his mana. We'll see. You gotta LOS the shaman. But watch out for this guy. You have to LOS him too. I'm gonna hit him with another. LOS him. If you don't LOS him, he'll charge you, and then it's bad news. So then feign death. Start drinking. So you gotta hit this guy again before he gets to the pet. But I'm drinking, so then I'll stand up. I'll get him, drain him, LOS him. Keep an eye on the boss who's over here. I'm gonna drain him one more time. So get on the boss. Okay, oh, yep. Drill him, multi-shot, poison, run, hit him, run, hit him, nuke him. Okay, so you kind of want them close together, so I'm going to slow him down and then drain him, and then LOS them both. Slowing him down so he can catch up. The boss is immune to that, but he's not, so I'm going to drink Earth Grab Totem fucking things. I'll probably just kill it. Alright, so... Okay, so sometimes when they're close together, it's a little tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim shot him, and I'm going to poison him first, and then when he gets back like that, multi-shot, hit them both. So I didn't do that much DPS to him this time, but it's the safest way. And then I'm going to drain him. I'm going to apply another Hunter's Mark to him. You don't have to drink every time, but when you have like a bazillion water, there's no reason not to, really. Actually, there's a reason not to, because every once in a while they'll re-aggro on you just from drinking. It's fucking stupid and annoying. So actually there kind of is a reason not to. Sometimes when I hit him first, I slow him so he doesn't get too far ahead of the boss. So I'll hit him, drain him. I'm going to slow him. Now here's the thing. So he's past the bush, obviously, right? Oh, I fucked up. Oh, there we go. We got him. So if he gets... Oh, fuck me, nuke. I'm just going to take the nuke. I didn't want to take 2 nukes. That's fine. It's not that much damage. I can always bandage too. You can't eat. You can't feign death eat. It doesn't work. Feign death drinking works. Let me feign death here, and then drink. So if he gets past the bush and I haven't started my aim shot yet, I'll hit him with a normal shot since it's faster, and then I'll continue with an aim shot. It's not worth risking him getting on your pet. There's a couple things can happen when they get on your pet. So I'm gonna hit him, drain him. Like this. I'm going to do it again. It's not worth it. So I'm going to hit him there. He's going to nuke me, maybe. He's not nuking me for some reason. Perfect. That is just fine. I'm going to drain him again. So if he gets on your pet, he could charge him and knock him off the ledge. That sucks. If the other guy gets on your pet, if it's the priest, he can fear him. And if he fears them, he can come out from behind the pillar, and then it's a shit fest. So you just really don't want him to hit your pet. Also, they'll kill your pet in just a couple hits. So that's annoying too, so drain him. So he's almost out of mana, which is going to be great. I'm going to slow him too. So I'm going to get on the boss. So I'm going to hit him. I'm going to hide. So I'm LOSing the other guy. I didn't get an aim shot off, but fuck it. I'm going to take this nuke, and I'm going to drain him. So he could fuck the fuck off. I'm going to take 2 nukes. Nope, drained him. That's fine. So I'll show you. So I can bandage too. So like this. Feign death and drink. This guy's unbelievably strong. He'll kill me in like 2 fucking seconds. He does like a mortal strike that does half my life. So even though I'm just gonna continue to drain him. It's the best thing to do. I'm gonna also slow him. Life gets 10 times easier once he's drained. So now I can go back to normal. So I can start out with an aim shot. Aim to multi, to regular, to poison, to run. You stop when it gets there. That's the timer. Then normal. That's a shot timer for hunters. And then I'm just gonna slow him down so he can catch up. I'm just gonna drain him for good measure. Fuck. So the boss resisted me. All right. So this is where shit gets fun. So I'm gonna wait for him to get down. Okay. And I'm gonna go like this. He's chasing me. So I'm just gonna keep running from him. Here's the hard part: is there's an earth grab totem there. So I gotta kill that. I gotta stay away from the fucking boss. I gotta aggro him. So I'm running from the boss. I got 6 seconds on here. I had to aggro the other guy so he doesn't get to my pet. Okay, so I'm gonna feign death. So now they're both running at my pet. I'm gonna try to drink, even though I don't really need to. So, okay. I'm gonna drain him. I'm gonna slow him, because this guy's way behind now. And he's doing this fucked up thing, so. I'm gonna slow him again. Then I'm gonna hit this guy a little early. Because this other guy's gonna catch up to me. Slow him a 3rd time. Keep him drained. LOS him. Then I have to feign death now. Oh my god. Again? You're fucking kidding me. God damn it. The boss is a little close to me this time. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Jesus fucking Christ. I have to get up. I can't run the other way because there's fucking totems right there, so I gotta run this way. It's longer. Alright. I'm actually gonna have time to aim shot him. I'm gonna fucking, goddamn it, bandage. Panicked a little. I used to get to see all the crazy shit. So he's starting to run slower now because he's almost dead. So that's really in my favor. See what happens though when they resist like multiple times? Fucking bullshit, dude. That's why they spec you the other way, like... Some people spec into here, get improved feign death and shit like that, but fuck all that. I ain't trying to respec every 5 fucking days. Alright, so I'm gonna start my aim shot on this guy. I'll take the fucking hit. I'm gonna kill him right now. didn't want to risk it. It's just better not to risk it. I'm just gonna feign death. Better not to risk it. I'll kill him right now. If I run too far this way, my pet despawns. And what if he charges me and then bam, just kills me in 2 hits? It's just not worth it. It's happened before. You get too, like... You just get too into it. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Some rune cloth for those bandages I use, so that's nice. That's cool. A gray that sells for almost 2 gold for that gray, so that's like a bonus. So I didn't get a weapon. That sucks a little bit. I like to get weapons. The weapon's 7.5 gold. Okay, I'll look at that in a second. I'm getting texts. So before we do the tribute part, which is I'm past that, what you have to do is go back and talk to this boss. If you open the tribute chest now, you only get 2 blues. If you talk to this boss and then go back, you get 3 blues. The reason is because you're supposed to, in order to get past this guy, you're supposed to like talk to him in an ogre disguise, and then that triggers like the game to know you made it past him. Instead, you just go talk to him after this. Then you come over here. That makes you king of the ogres, so now nothing aggro's on you, and now you can open this. This is the tribute chest. So you get, I'll show you everything you get. So you get like basically a stack of food. You get a stack of water. You get 2 stacks of potions, or 2 partial stacks of potions. Jackpot's mana. Worst is HP. So HP and mana. So that's half good. That's average. So you get a green that sells for 2 gold. You get this maul that sells for 6.5 gold. We're gonna get this belt that sells for a fucking gold. This thing that sells for a gold. This sells for a gold and a half. So total you get like a gold 80, a gold 87, 3 gold 48. You get a stack of this quail, which is a stack sells for 40 silver. We got a stack of the morning dew, sells for 40 silver. Mana potions, which are low right now, they're a gold 45 each. We got 3 of them, so that's like 5.5 gold. The health potions are 80 silver each, so that's a gold and a half. Then we get another 2 gold, another 6.5 gold, another gold, and then another 2 gold. Unfortunately, it's locked. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. So it was an okay run. The bonuses are in the other stuff you get. I don't know how much gold that is total. Probably like around 22 to 25. It wasn't that good of a haul. There was this book here. Unfortunately, when I pick up this book, I have this book on me and it's unique, so I can't get it again. As you can see, I wish I could point, but I can't. As you can see, about halfway down, it says sold min, average, max. So the minimum I've sold it for is 26. The maximum I sold it for was 38. And so on average, I sold it for 32 gold. Right now, there's one in the auction house for 23 gold, though, supposedly. But anyways, it's another 20 gold you could find on the ground, or more. I mean, there's other ones, too. Some of them are worth nothing. Some of them are worth whatever. And you can get pocket lint. That's the norm. That's normally what I get. So no good on the chest. That sucks. One time I got one of these traveler's backpacks in the chest, and as you can see there, they're worth 25 gold each. I got one of these in a chest here. So that was cool. There's one more book spawn we can check, but we got these bugs again. So I call out my pet. I'm going to feed him because he's not super happy and I'm about to kill him. So what I like to do is I'm going to tell him to attack that. I'm gonna find a bug or something. This isn't working out. So I'm gonna tell him to attack that. I'll tell him to sprint. He's gonna fucking die. God damn it. Oh shit. Nothing's easy. I'll feign death here. I'm gonna res him. I forgot to get my buff. I'm gonna feed him. That's okay. The buff from that boss isn't that good. It's a 3% spell crit. So the only thing that it affects is my arcane shot. Well, the only thing I use that it affects is my arcane shot. So I don't really need it. But these other bosses, they give some pretty good buffs. We'll check this guy out right here. So he gives 200 attack power for 2 hours. It's really good. So you can take it into the next run with you to make the kill easier. Another book spawn is right there. It's not up. I've never seen both up in one instance. I've never seen more than one chest spawned in one instance, so I still look just in case it could happen. I don't know that it can't happen. I just haven't seen it, so I always look. And then you're free to run out. That run took 30 minutes because my buff is gone. I noticed, I didn't mention this earlier, but I noticed that when we engaged the boss, it was at like 10 minutes. And the boss fight was... I was not going to tell you because like every time I feign death, it says I fucking wiped. So then this buff is 15% overall stamina. So that's really good too. So it was a 30-minute run with narrating. A little more because I'm running out. And then you exit, and then you reset the dungeon. When you're outside, you reset the dungeon, and you run back in. And do it all again.